A black woman wrote on Instagram today that she would never date a black man who has ever dated a white woman. Now, I want to know where these people live that everyone dates inside of their race. What major city is this where everyone just dates their own race in 2025? I would like to see this. Please let me know in the comment section. So I'm going to turn this one around. If you're a black woman and you've dated outside of your race, does that mean that you're a bedwench? Does that mean that you do not like black men? Does it mean that you wouldn't ever date a black man again after you've dated another race? Oh my God, it's 2025. The white people say that racism doesn't exist. It ended. I don't know when, but it ended. But, we talk about race in the black community like every day. Like, if I even look at something that has to do with black men or women, then of course, naturally in my feed will pop up a lot of stuff with black men and women. So I don't know. I downloaded some new app called Threads. And I don't know, they kept showing me a bunch of black threads, I guess, or whatever they call them. I'm new to it today. And a black woman was saying that she would never date a black man who's dated a white woman. Man, if I did that, I don't know if I would ever get a date. I don't know. I live out west. You can't be really doing that. Maybe these people live up in Alabama or Mississippi and they could do that, but you can't really be having that kind of criteria out west or you're never going to find anyone. Now, I don't know. I guess my perspective is a lot different. I am totally aware of all these different dynamics and dating and that the black men who usually date white women are like this and blah, blah. But I don't know. I guess I just don't even care anymore. I really don't care. I do not like when people claim that a person's dating history in the past, their past dating history, explains anything about their history going forward. Because if someone saw my dating history, it's all over the place. I've dated people of almost every racial group. So what does that mean? Does it mean I'm open-minded? Does it mean that I find every race attractive? Does it mean I was having fun? What does it mean? Let's say your dating history, I got Hispanics in it, I got blacks in it, I got whites in it, Middle Easterns in it, all kinds of races. What if I don't see race? Now, that's BS, but what does it mean? It could just mean that, it could mean nothing. It could mean that I just found those people attractive or those people liked me and I liked them. It doesn't even mean that when I dated those people, it doesn't mean that I dated them because they were white or I dated them because it doesn't mean that I dated them for any reason other than I wanted to date them. Now, I'm not ignorant and stupid. I know there are people that purposely only date certain races, or maybe that's all that they are attracted to. But I'm just here to say that just because you went outside of your race does not mean that you have to only like that race or that is the only race you found attractive. I know that there are people like that, but not everybody is like that. I've dated all kinds of people, all kinds of races. And that does not even mean that at this point in my life, I would continue to date the way that I dated in the past. So I definitely want to bring attention to the notion that what you may have done in the past has anything to do with who you are present day, because it doesn't. What if I dated someone 15 years ago and they were of a certain race? How do you even know that I would still date that race now? What if I don't want to date those people anymore? What if, I don't know, it doesn't even matter. Some of this shit is so old, it's so stupid. And I don't know, man. Black people be pissing me off. It's yes, black people do be pissing me off. Because it's look at an example like a Russell Wilson. He's black, right? So he was married to a white woman. And we all know that they got divorced and he's with Sierra now. He's been married to Sierra for 10 years. So that is just an example that just because you went outside of your race doesn't mean that you didn't like black woman. Maybe he married that white woman for whatever reason he married her for. It doesn't even matter what the reason was. We can even bring up like Jonathan Majors. He was dating a white woman, and as many of us famously seen, he was running down the street from her and she was chasing after him. And now look, to revive his career, he made sure that he went and got a black woman right after. But that is another video. But look, Jonathan Majors went back to black women after his Hollywood career is maybe it's either over, or we'll see if they're going to give him another chance or not. So like I said, those are just two examples. Two black men that were with white women, and they went back to black women. It doesn't necessarily mean that every person that is black that has dated white is a coon that hates themselves, that is full of self-hate, doesn't like their features, and all this stuff. Now, another video at some point will be made on those types of black people. But I'm just here to say that every black person is not like that. And for anyone watching, especially if you're a young person, don't let anybody tell you what kind of people you should date. Just date whoever you want to date. Even if I wouldn't like it. Date whoever you want to date because it is your life. As we know, we only have one life to live. So don't date for who your mom or who your parents want you to date. Don't date who your friends want you to date. Date who you want to date. It's your life. And, you have the right to date any race that you want to date. Everyone's not going to find love in the same race that they are. Newsflash. Some people will have to, no, not that they have to, but some people are just going to find love in a different race than their own. And that is okay. You are not a bedwench or a horrible, terrible person because you went outside of your race. This is ridiculous in 2025 that this has to even be explained. So, like the women, some of the women I've had on my screen in this video, they went outside of their race. They had only ever been seen with dating black men, and they might have went outside of their race and tried a white man. Are they never to return to the black community? Do they make a mistake? Are they a bedwench? This is ridiculous. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Let me know, are you a black man? Are you a black woman? We all know that a lot of people of other races love to listen to black people and our dramas, issues, and problems. Let me know what you think. If you go outside of your race as a black man or woman, is that it? Is that woman that I told you about on Instagram correct? That, once you go outside of your race, it's done. It's over with. Don't come back. I would never date you because you went on a date. What if the person went literally they dated, they literally went on a date. They didn't even sleep with the person. They just entertained a date. They cannot go back to their own community. That's absolutely insane. But let me know what you guys think in the comments section. Thank you so much for watching this video. And don't be letting me see you outside of your race.